Well, in the bio it said there was this moment of rethinking everything, and then there was a week or so. I believe it was, if I'm correct, the studio Real World.
Yeah, near Real World. It was on the property, but I wouldn't say it was.
It was uncomfortable.
It wasn't glamorous.
But in that week there was, I believe, a turnaround where you wrote a lot of songs. And
yeah, nothing. I don't think there's anything. Maybe a middle eight or something that's on the record, but it was more it was good for us. We knew we could do it. We hadn't done it, but we had hope.
Like some extra confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was about confidence and about sort of finding a little bit of a new way of doing things. And also, I think it'd been a while since we'd stood in a room and written a song, just, you know, us just do it there and then, you know what I mean? Have you got any ideas? Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
I think the longer you do it for, the more you sort of like, it's very easy nowadays, you know, home studios and stuff. The more people bring like a demo and they've got loads of, you know, I've written a song, and it's, I think it was just quite raw and just, you know, 4 guys actually, in a room making a racket and trying to make it into songs, and it was very, it was good for us. It was the start of the new album.
Now the album title is Education, Education, Education and War, from a speech by Tony Blair.
Kinda, yeah.
Why this?
Well, in his speech, he just said education, 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 and that was his main policy. But the real policy was war. But it's not having a go at Tony Blair. It was just, it summed up everything what the record was about. It was a long learning curve for us, an enjoyable learning curve, but fueled on by ambition and fighting, and also, you know, in the joke of the title is, we're showing you one thing: education, 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 and here's what it's really about: war. And so it's the same with us. Although the album's about learning, it's about finding ourselves, the journey we've been on. It's actually about fighting.
Well, as you say, the lyrical content, even the feel of the music is very, very empowering, energetic, uplifting. And I think I also read that this was because you went back to writing like you used to do, by looking at the world around you.
Yeah, lyrically it's about noticing what's going on, and it's about trying to capture a mood of the time and trying to, you know, put that into songs. But you know, but also VJ, the new drummer, he gave it a vibe as well, and he hangs it together really well. And it's just, but it's also going back to how, when we first started writing, we all had we all had more input, and the more lazy I got, the less input to take the bulk of the pressure in the work.
I think.
And I don't want it. Then, you know, just you let it slip, you let it do it. But I don't know where I'm going with this.
I think as well with the title and also the sort of lyrics. We wanted to this time make a record. It was like, it didn't have to be a concept album, but just the songs, and it had a feeling about now, I think, and that it made some sense and it made some points. It wasn't just words for no reason. Because I think one of the things that we did well on Employment, and maybe some other songs, and maybe yours truly as well a little bit, that we sort of backed off away from, is we said stuff in the songs, but then we would get asked about it in interviews, and then we got really sick of that. So we started going like, you know, we'd have an album title, and we'd go, oh, but if we call it that, then we're going to get asked this, and it'll be annoying. So we won't call it that. We'll call it something like much more watered down and rubbish.
Yeah.
Because then it's, you know, it's not, because it'll be less annoying as a sort of later. Whereas this time, it was a bit more like, when I think Ricky said, let's call it Education and War, like education and war. I was like, great, because it's like saying something, it's like grand, it makes the album sound like it's something that is worth listening to, and something that's worth asking a question about, why is it called that and what do you mean and stuff, you know? So actually to make some points.
Yeah, and if it's important enough for you to write a song about it, why won't you be proud of that? Why would you try and hide it? Just, if you've got a point to make it. Don't shy away from it. And we haven't. We've been wearing it on our sleeves.
Is this going back then to what you just said, that you kind of took a step backward and you were happy with it,
No,
and
I
then
think
now you have something to say?
Yeah, I feel so. And I'm enjoying doing interviews because I'm confident in the fact that if I just tell the truth, it can't go wrong, you know? Whereas before I'd worry about it. What shall I say? How shall I say it? Oh, it might get misconstrued. Someone might be making coffee in the background, you know? But, yeah, I'm enjoying everything a lot more, even though it's a lot harder.
We're just waiting for the misquotes to start coming in.
Yeah, and then we'll hate it again, and then we'll climb up like we always do. We'll always come back, you know, we're going, oh, this, that, and then you start getting misquoted, and he's like, oh, not say a word.
Well, luckily this is video, so.
Yeah, you got me.
I'm unfortunately out of time.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. You're watching Rick and Si on Rick and Si TV. Don't touch that dial now.